Good morning, everyone. Today is May 17th, 2020. It is 56, but feels like 61 here in North Idaho. I'm Jody, and welcome to Moose Flats Farm. As you guys may remember, not my favoriteest tool, not very good at it, but the only way to get better at it is by using it and increasing my skill. Kiesel! That's in my face. Get this guy cut out and then I'll explain what I'm doing. So, kind of explain what I'm doing. And no, I'm not a paid sponsor for this. Bought this Mr. Stacky planter, and I'm sure in the description it told me how tall it was. I just didn't look, but I want to elevate it a little bit, and I am going to be running down through the center. This is 3/4 inch water PVC. That is the perfect size for going through that hole. And I'll show you all this when I get it all done. But got 2 of these that I'm going to have on the end of the 2 garden raised beds. And the reason for the PVC is to help hold it together, because we do get some pretty strong winds here. And I am going to be doing one of the red rebar stakes completely up through the center. So I will be cutting a hole in the bottom of the pot and a hole in here, and then in the bottom of the pot I'll silicone the PVC pipe so the tray can still hold water. So that's the start of my elevated planter. See if I can figure out the very center of this box. And I am going to be using paddle bits to make my hole. And 1 inch should get me a 3/4 inch hole. or the 3/4 inch pipe should fit in just nice. Kind of ugly down there. And of course the pipe doesn't fit in. Oh yeah, nice snug fit. Good snug fit. Get the other bottom done. So I'm gonna get my mess cleaned up, do a little sanding on these guys, and I am gonna paint them white because I know the legs are gonna be cedar, they'll be fine, but this Luan that I used for the top will deteriorate if I don't paint it. So go inside, get it painted. So I got my boxes painted, and I wasn't gonna paint the cedar, but then I got paint on it, so had to do it. So, and you remember I got the hole. This is about where I'm gonna place this one in front of here. See if I can mark it. Redo. Yeah. Okay, so my pole is 35 inches, so I'm going to trim the pipe down to 35. Whoa, sorry, Kiesel. Yeah, and it was really tight fit before I painted it. And now that I painted it,
it's really tight fit?
Yeah. You're good.
No.
No, perfect.
You got it.
Thank you, honey. And then I'm just going to fill each layer. Nice. And just make a mess doing that. Shush. So the premise on these is, if you can see, it's got all those holes in the bottom. So when you water the top one, it actually waters down because this whole center part is open. So it waters all the way down. So get the other one built. Not sure exactly what I'm going to put in here. I know I've got my stevia to put in here. Probably some flowers, but after I get the second one built, got to get my tomatoes planted. So, gonna go through and get this bent guy cleaned up, get a little trench dug, and get him planted. But the first step is to trim off all the lower leaves that are gonna wind up being buried. Oh, I need a bucket to put this in. So, dug a little bit of a trough. Okay, I'll make it a little bit longer. That should get him right about where I want him. So I am going to do the 1-2 punch. One of the channels I watch, she was told by an old-time farmer to plant an egg under your tomatoes, the calcium, and I did that last year, and it was the best tomato crop I've ever had. So I am going to be doing the eggs under the tomatoes again this year, and adding a little bone meal just to help with the calcium. And I am busting the eggs open just to make sure that I don't find a buried explosion next fall when I go to dig this up. About right where I want that guy to be. Carefully backfill him. Get shavings back over the top of him. And I'll train him to grow up here. There we go. That gets one down. Only 50 to go, or more. Add a little bone meal. Whoa. One of the interesting things about the black Krim is, like this one here, it came up and it split, and then this one split also, so it technically has 3 tops on it. Probably will go through and I'll cut this one off and just leave this one here because it's the bigger, healthier looking one of it. But this one I found last year going through, when I would go through and clean out the walls, was it did that quite a bit, and it's not even like the armpit sucker growth. It's just weird that it splits. Well, here, grab a couple eggs. Just got done planting the Romas. I don't know how well you guys can see this, but I've got earthworms galore. That weren't very happy that I was digging in their, get out of the chicken coop, digging in their ground. I think I got a lot of worms. Well, got 2 down, 2 to go. So I've got my one Mexican gherkin, and then all of the black Krim, and the ox heart, and then the determinate Roma. So I just have the mortgage lifters and the cherries. So I did go through and plant my towers. This one is going to have the strawberries that I started from seed. some basil and thyme and my 4 stevia plants. And this one over here is going to be the balcony mix of petunias and marigolds. So those should fill out and look really nice. And I did do basil in the top of this one. So that's where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you have a good day and a good week. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And we will see you on Thursday's video. Bye for now.